Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I need to get paid. I need to grocery shopping.
He's going to keep it again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
I think I'll be doing real well, to be honest with you.
Got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Why you say that, bro?
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said
what's
right
your
down the vision for him. It was on display there.
I know one time. I remember one time you told me, I forgot. Shit. I remember one time you told me they tried to get you to do artillery.
Long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Pretty good results here on the
that was
first down run as he takes his
Air Force, you
computer
science, right?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So what are you gonna do with that after you get out?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Amen. I feel that.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down.
I'm not
at the
opposed to
43,
moving anywhere, bro. Just because, like,
up the first.
You know, I'm young. I ain't got
It's a gain of 4 there, and
so.
it gives him a new set of downs.
Even though if I want to start family, I would want to come back to North Carolina because this is my family at, and this is where I got land at, and it's cheap living, like you said.
On first down, this
not
is McCaffrey.
Like, living in that place. Like I live, if I got me a good job out there in California, New York, I'll go out there for a little bit. I won't stay out there, but I'll go out there for a little bit.
They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, McCaffrey.
I feel you. I say the same thing. I say the same thing.
At the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Listen, man.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go. You tighten up. Kill. He's coming. We got double up.
Yeah.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go
I'm
back
about to say, hold up now. Hold on.
Right now,
I lived there for a couple years and stack up that money.
Making sure you take care of the ball in open field. Sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Yeah, bro.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, but that's south. All that, they going to look at you like, oh, you went from around here.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's that Southern hospitality you got going on.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. We're scoreless after 1.
My homeboy tells me.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
Oh, wait. No, I want to say, wait, what they say when they call you a good man?
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away.
Yeah,
maybe that's the way they should look at it.
I don't know about living there long term, but I'll stay there for a couple years. Just especially if they like pay me well. If I find a good job out there. I'm really trying to just travel, though. Keep it
getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack on first down, Winston. This is caught by Gibb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the move to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
You what?
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
I saw this black cop trying to defend them 2 white dudes killing Muhammad Aubrey. I was like, man, you bleed blue for you recognize you blue for you black, bro. That shit crazy.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down.
I get all black boys too, especially them white boys.
Punted away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down
y'all
and
trying
change
to
our
set me up and then hide my death?
Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Whole family and all black. All of them black.
Here's Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, in case of Muhammad Aubrey.
Winston.
But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now.
Yeah, it's been one of the biggest stories in the country, though. So what happened is,
first kick,
all right, this happened back in February.
As well. Pulled in at the 24.
2 white dudes, a former cop, and his son.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
They suspected.
Will switch hands first.
I'm just calling Aubrey. Suspected Aubrey of breaking into houses because they assume they say there's been a rash of break-ins in the area, even though it's been confirmed that there isn't.
Panthers out there ready to begin.
They said there's been a rash of break-ins, so they assumed it was Aubrey. So they saw him walking into a house construction or whatever.
Well, that's heartening, as they say. But it's not what they're
about. This video of him looking around the house, and then he took off running. So what the dudes was, they loaded up
but you don't love it. You
the guns and shit and chased it down in the truck. And they cut him off while running to get out and confront him to make a citizen's arrest. So when they cut him off, he went and fought the dude who pulled a shotgun on him. And the dude pulled the trigger. They'll fight for the gun, and basically the dude pulled the trigger and killed him. Two DAs on the case said the killing was justified. So that's why it's been so long since it's been charged.
And that'll be incomplete.
Did this happen back in February?
They couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Tremendous field position.
But when they killed him, they said they found nothing on him. He didn't steal anything from the house.
Just unable to complete it.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Which a lot of people do. I do that.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
But they can only make a citizen arrest if they see the citizen committing a felony. He wasn't committing a felony. Even if you want to consider him breaking into that construction house a crime, that would be a criminal trespass, which is not a felony in Georgia. It's a misdemeanor. So that really throws that case out the window. So I don't know how he's going to. I don't see them getting out of it, honestly. Based off that,
field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal.
I saw that.
Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
I ain't say a word.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports.
It's not the fact that it's coonery. It's just the fact that ain't the son 16?
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Oh, but his son 12. God damn. Oh.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments.
We know you won't skate.
You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
I never played this. I just know first talk highly.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I think if we put together a job description
I'm
for
about to say, I hope she don't
start
shoot.
with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers.
She gonna whoop your ass when you go to sleep. You gonna see a knife to your goddamn throat.
Can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
I remember I told you my brother had a baby. I got a nephew now.
He emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the
baby mama called him with a girl cheat. You know what she did? He got a shotgun and shot the window out of his car and put sugar in his gas tank. That's some wild shit. He does. My dad told me that. I was like, first of all, why she just didn't use a bat? That shit is a lot cheaper.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
First of all, I don't live there.
Not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath.
Second of all, I'd have heard a gun go off. I'd have took my gun out. It would have been bad, though. It would have been bad, though.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Man, first of all, if y'all see me, if a nigga pull out a shotgun and start shooting, and my first reaction pull out the crossbow,
he'll let it fly in the direction again, and that is incomplete.
If I get got,
took a shot there
don't
on
come to my
first down, but he
funeral,
couldn't reel it in.
No, don't even come to my funeral, bro.
Make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the 16-yard line. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 16-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
I'm going to take you one day hunting with the boat. See how you feel.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job.
Oh man, I only been hunted like twice.
Allowed him to run free and make the hit on.
That's what I got. I got a bow and arrow. Tone started that crossbow shit. Tone started.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. They complete it to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Winston now to throw on first down. And that will be incomplete.
What?
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard. Making it 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes we
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But y'all are tripping,
Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. That'll be complete to Cook. Oh, one more time. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
But all right, but
it's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
This game is so unrealistic, man.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, Winston. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bad ball.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts.
Boy, you get that ball long. Don't
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
They don't, bro, this game don't start working for this nigga, bro.
You know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Bridgewater to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Got it. Go 58 the money. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check. 80 weapon.
Now Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey. Check 43.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Hill now to throw, and this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's
all
you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
I got 40 seconds though.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Alrighty then.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds.
Game over. Pick 6. Game over.
Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida.
I'm talk chatting this group meeting. You bitch ass nigga.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much
nigga gonna run stretch the whole game, gonna kill all the time. My bro beat me 12-0 for like until 1 minute and 50 seconds left.
As well, and ended up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
12-0 turn to 12-22.
Pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a loss.
It's a boring game because it's like a playoff season.
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but
and that's caught inside the 35.
Hey, Marshawn. You getting burnt like that, bro? I backed you up, bro.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Bridgewater. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Bridgewater to throw it. And it's caught.
Wow.
He's got it for a late
They won't let me
touchdown.
pick that, bro.
Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for New Orleans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, bro, I'm about to send you y'all a screenshot, and these niggas going at it, bro. Alright, but this is my last one. They keep going, but I'm gonna just send the last one, bro. This is funny. Bro. Hey, you saw what he said? Niggas take this man shit for real, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Niggas take this man shit seriously, bro. Bro, they've been going at it since Mother's Day, bro. Yeah, they've been going at it since Mother's Day, bro. Bro. Niggas was talking, niggas was dick riding, bro, after bro beat him, and bro just been on his head ever since. Bro started talking about his mom. Bro said, chill out, bro. My mom dead. She was like, I don't give a fuck. Dig that bitch up. And I talk shit up. I was like, yo. I was like, bro, these niggas are going crazy over this Madden, bro. You saw what he said. That's 100, but nigga be betting $100. Nigga be betting 500. The most I seen nigga bet was 1,200. I think he bet a stimulus check, but I don't know. Oh no, he got his ass whooped. And bro left the league and everything. I ain't seen that nigga since. He paid that 1,200 though. I'll give him that. Hey man, these niggas start saying put money up. The lowest they try to be betting is $100. That's the minimum. Hey, nah, though, for real. Shit, I only bet 100 against niggas I know I could beat. Like, I'll beat your ass for me. Facts. The niggas still posting guns. You really twerking at that song? Okay. It's just the eye I saw on the twerk to. It's just like, alright, cool. That damn Drake, Chicago freestyle. What y'all on, bro? Oh. Oh, I thought y'all was on Siege. Swimming, you trying to play? J Will, can you play or your connection?